Good day everyone, we've just picked up the new Tommy camper from down in Ballarat. We've made our way north up to where the tools are and a workshop to document the build of this new camper as we go along. So there was three main goals when we bought this setup. One was we needed somewhere to sit out of the weather. Two was we needed our dog. Actually there's probably four. Three, we needed it to be as lightweight as possible because the cruise is already heavy, and we also needed to do it to a pretty tight budget. We'll log it all as we go. Yeah, expect to see a lot of beers drunk and probably a lot of swearing, but we are just pretty much winging it.
Hit subscribe and activate your notifications so you know when we drop a new episode in the build, and we'll take you along for the ride as well.
Stay tuned to see how bad we stuff this up.
So what's next?
So we've put a seat top in here and also close off this bushman. So we've got to route it in line here, which will be where this wall goes the whole way across the other side. There's going to be a little flap in the front there for the toilet that'll slide out through here. This will be a solid wall down to here and all the way across. Slide these baskets in. That's our clothes storage option. So you might think that's not a lot of clothes storage, but we wear the same clothes every day pretty much. So you'll figure it out once you live on the road that you don't need a lot of clothes. You're just happy with what you've got. So that's the seat. We'll have access to these clothes from inside so we can get changed in the mornings, and you also have access out here because there'll be a shower cubicle just there. And then this wall here will also have plenty of perforations in it. Utilising this stainless mesh in there so nothing can contact the back of the freezer, but the freezer can still breathe. And there'll be some more hole perforations drilled in the side there. We'll start on this little box frame now for the freezer, and then we'll do this wall so you can get on to making cookies.
What's the test?
How much weight are you holding up? What?
Yeah,
You look so uncomfortable.
Well, because I know I've got to brace it out, but that's unbraced at the moment, and it's taken 90 plus kilos in that corner. Wow. Just sitting on these check-ins. That's the only thing. That and a couple screws. There's not even any glues in it at the moment. So there's 5mm of this board that I'm sitting on in the same route line like that.
Yeah.
And a couple screws, and that's all that's holding it up. So once the glue goes in and then we put some webs in, we haven't even screwed the tops back. So I really shouldn't be sitting on this. But yeah.
Look at it.
We just did a weigh up of all the leftovers from the 4 sheets, so we've still got this big panel here as well. So if you do the maths on this stuff at 6.6 kilos per square metre for the 4 sheets, it would have came in at a total of 78.5 kilos for the 4 sheets. We just weighed this stuff and it was 19.3. So it's taken us to a total of 59.2 kilos for all the cabinetry. So that's the L-shaped lounge, the whole pantry, the fridge surrounds, the other little box, the utensils drawer and everything. So I think, yeah, we sort of budgeted around that 60 kilo mark. To come in at 59.2 is pretty spot on. So I'm not sure where that puts us in relation to what the aluminium kitchen is from Tommy and the little bench seat, but I think we've got a little bit more storage than the standard unit. But time will tell. We should do a litre calculation on how much pantry space we have as well, just to compare them, just if you're interested. If you need any more details about anything that we've done on this part of the build, just ask. Yeah, we'll do our best to answer it. As I said, I'm not a bloody cabinet maker or anything like that, but just with some basic tools and a little bit of persistence, we got it to all work pretty well, and it's come up a treat. So and we come in under 60 kilos for the whole fit out.
And what's your overall feeling with this paneling, the Pure Light?
Pure Light, it's easy as to work with. I don't think the screws have as good a bite in this stuff as I was going to use Thermalite, but this stuff I was able to bend, which is why we went this way. I know Thermalite's got better screw retention than this stuff, and it's a lot lighter, but it's also 4 times the price. So if you're on a budget like we are, it's been perfect, and only time will tell once we get out on the tracks and hit some corrugations to see how well it lasts out there. But it gets used all through caravans and stuff anyway, so yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll keep you posted.
So we just got our timber paneling. We're just stripping it out of the box. It is. So light. So a box of 12 panels is 18 kilos. We should only be using about 14 kilos. Wow, that's gonna look so good, especially with the contrasting of the black canvas and the white seating. Oh, I'm so excited. I did freak out initially at first because the timber was this way, and I'm like, oh no, I ordered cream, but not. I'm like, no, I stuffed up.
Good job, Diesel.
That's gonna look epic. So super thin, super light. So we're just playing with the ceiling this weekend. We've got our timber look panels, and we're just going to do a couple of like test drills, see how it takes screws. Yeah, just gonna have a bit of a play. This is the stuff here. It's super lightweight. It's got that timber look about it. Should look really nice on the ceiling.
Let's see if we can send it through without putting a pilot bit through it. Just don't want to fucking crack this whole thing. That head's already too wide. Because yeah, if we do have to pre-drill and then countersink it, should be fine. There's enough meat on it, but you're gonna have to get a 6mm to countersink. Not ideal. You're going to lose a bit of support strength. This stuff's supposed to be just glued up anyway, so it's not crazy.
long process if we could do that to every bloody thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's flush enough, but
I don't think it'll look too bad.
so it'll take and it'll probably bite, so have to.
So it's split.
So we have to drill and pre-countersink it. It's fine. That's what we're doing the test for. All right, so we're going to do the ceiling this weekend. The idea is that we're going to be gluing and screwing these, I guess you'd call it, well, what would you call it? Wood stuff.
It's wood-like?
It's a plastic wood product. It's made of wood, but we're going to be sticking them to the roof. We've got 3 feeds here, so we're going to have to move these around. We're going to have one downlight up in here. This is still going to be where our fan feed is. We're just going to have one fan. It's going to be here, downlight here, and then we're going to have another downlight over the bed. They're all just push button lights, so you'll just push them on, push them off. We'll extend these cables now before we start putting wood up. But this morning we went through and had a look at the wood. We were concerned that they would sag if we only fixed them because this insulation material is recessed from these beams. We thought that we best not try and push the timber up to that because the timber would end up with a big wave through it. So we had some 3mm MDF that came with our solar panel. So we've reused that and we've cut some extra ribs. Now we've glued them off to the roof. We've got them screwed at the moment. I put a rib every 300mm. So this timber is going to get fit off to with glue to all these ribs the whole way along and then screwed off on all the metal ones. So we've got some screws down there. So we'll screw and glue and then bring some cables out where we want to have downlights in the fan. And that's as hard as it is, hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, that's that MDF. It's just 3mm MDF, super lightweight, and just cut them into 50mm strips. So we've maybe added half a kilo. Because the panels aren't long enough to do them in single layers, we're going to stagger the joins like you would with a false floor or a deck on the ground. So you'll have your staggered cuts will be on a stud, so you can screw off the staggers, and don't put them all in one line, otherwise it's going to look ridiculous. So
you just draw your eye to that line.
Yeah, so yeah, the panels are about that long.
So what we should actually do it on paper first.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
to scale,
do a little mock out,
and then cut.
Yeah. And
so these are all our panels.
Yeah.
So all up we've used 11
plus all the offcuts. So.
11 panels, yeah.
Arts and crafts again.
Arts and crafts again.
Right.
We start cutting.
Now we've got to lay out 9 boards. This thing across here is 1318mm from edge to edge. So we'll put the 9 boards out, find centre of the 9 boards, and then work outwards from that. And then cut the whole edges off this side and this side. Otherwise you're going to have uneven gaps. So it might not matter to anyone else other than me, but if I see a 5mm section here before there's a valley or a ridge, and over there there's a 15mm valley or ridge, it's going to drive me insane, especially since I'm going to be laying here looking at the ceiling. So it'll piss me off. So I need to make sure these are all squared up before we put this in.
So start centre.
Start centre, just to find where the cuts are, but then we have to stick it in from the edge first, screw it off, otherwise we won't be able to get that last panel in where it overlaps and then sits up.
So do we have the mock ceiling down the bottom and then we just bring it in panel by panel?
Virtually,
is that the way we do
we'll
it?
virtually build a ceiling on the floor down here, so we'll clean it all up and we'll lay down some cardboard.
Mm.
And then yeah, we'll flip him up.
Cool.
I think. What do you reckon?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
If you're going to do a join underneath a panel or hidden in a wall somewhere, just make sure you do a solder join, not a crimp join. Otherwise, if it f***s up, you're screwed. You're going to have to pull everything down and you're not going to be able to pull this stuff down. So that's in reverse, not forwards.
In reverse? Why?
Because it's the same thing you can do on laminates. If you do it in forwards, you run a risk of your teeth biting and jamming and your job will jump off. If you do it in reverse, because it's a laminate anyway, it's not really going to be like, you're not drilling through steel or fucking cardboard or anything, so your laminate's quite easy to do. So just whack it in reverse, keep a little bit of pressure on it, and she won't blow the sides out. All you chippies out there that are going to fucking hang shit on me, just know that I don't care. And I do understand that it's well deserved, but I just don't care.
It's up.
It's fucking up and I'm fucking thirsty. Fucking.
Oh, you going for the fist bump? So a timber bench is going to go up here, and there's going to be a timber bench on here as well. But that is still to come. We haven't found the right timber for that yet. Just want something to match this, and also for something to go on the floor as well. Haven't quite got that far, but yeah, the bones of it is all done.
Watching the episode, we are pretty happy with how it all came out. Weight wise was pretty good, and the finish was as good as a Sparky pretending to be a cabinet maker could be, I guess. But yeah, this is it. We've still got to finish the flooring off, and there's a few little things that we're going to do when we get back up north. But yeah, we've got the L-shaped seating. The timber's all done. It's come up real nice. We actually slept in it last night at a party. It was pretty nice. So yeah, fan hangs up in here, and the fridge, and yeah, the freezer's underneath here. It's all worked out pretty well, I think.
The seating, it's pretty roomy in here still.
Oh yeah, we've maximised the space. I think it's especially when the weather's rubbish. Like, we're both going to be able to sit in here comfortably, like a little table here, and we'll be able to play cards and make a coffee or whatever. It's but yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll I suppose we'll drop another one next week.
Yeah, if you're interested in how I made these one-piece box cushion covers, I'll be dropping that next week.
Sweet.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked it.